Hi everyone, thanks so much for watching. In today's video, I have another declutter video today. So I'm gonna do the goal is blush, bronzer, and highlight. We'll see how quick we go. So blush, bronzer, highlight is my goal today. I am a little bit behind on my videos. I apologize. I had COVID. I know I talked about that in another video. I will link that one up above if you're curious about my experience with COVID. So I had COVID and then I'm back to work, but I'm still feeling very fatigued. And so it's just been hard to kind of get back into the rhythm of things, but let's do this today. So blush, bronzer, highlight, and I did already do a lip product declutter video. Again, I will link that up above and I'll link the declutter playlist down below. And I did my primers, setting sprays, foundation, and concealers. So those have already been done. So I got my little bag of decluttered products that I'm gonna see if any friends or family want, but I'm gonna wait first and get through decluttering everything. So let's get into it. Okay, so there are all of my blushes. Now, keep in mind that these are all of my single blushes for the most part, but I do also have all of those face palettes over there. That's gonna be another whole video all on its own, but here is all of my blush products that I own. So let's start up at the top here. I know I'm gonna get rid of this. This is from e.l.f. and it was like a free gift with purchase, and it's a lip and cheek cream products. I don't use it. I don't reach for it. I'm gonna pass that along. We'll start that little pile there. I have this product from e.l.f. and it is a duo and it looks like that. It's just not something I ever reach for. It's like a blush and highlight. It's a powder product, so I'm gonna pass that on. I have this one from Shop Missy. I know I said it in my other declutter videos. I'm not reaching for any of this stuff from Shop Missy. It is also a blush and highlight duo. The blush actually was quite pretty, but I'm just not reaching for it. So I'm gonna pass that one along. I have this one from e.l.f. This is the primer infused blush, and I'm not sure what shade I have it in. It's pretty worn and small. I can't read it, but it is a really nice powder blush, and I do like that one, so I'm gonna keep that one. This one from ColourPop, I like it. I really like the blush. I didn't realize when I purchased it, it's a refill. And you know what? I've tried a few times to go on the ColourPop site to buy a case for it, and every time I'm on there, I can't find them. So if you guys know how to get a little case for this, I would like something that just fits this blush. Now, I know I could get like a big Z palette, but that feels like too much, just too much for this. So I'd like a little tiny compact that just holds that blush, but for now I'm gonna keep it. I do like it. It is a really nice powder blush. I have this set that I bought recently from Benefit, and it's a whole bunch of the minis. I'm gonna keep all of them. They're pretty new to my collection. Because they're powder blush, I'm not really reaching for my powdered blushes right now, but I do like these. It did also come with a bronzer, or maybe 2 bronzers. I'm trying to think how many were in this set. Maybe just 1 bronzer, but I like the size of them. I like the product. Because it's powder, I'm not reaching for it a ton, but they are pretty new to my collection, so I'm gonna keep those. This also is from Shop Missy. It's like a blush highlighted swirled, yeah, you know, again, I'm not reaching for the Shop Missy stuff. And the other thing is I like more of a satin, more matte blush. I don't like a highlighted shimmery blush. So I'm gonna see if somebody else would get some use out of that. I have this from e.l.f. It is the Jelly Pop Flush Blush. Let me open this up to show you. This is the grossest, whoops. This is the grossest texture. Can you see that? It's like slime. It is, honestly, it's like slime. It's so bizarre. I don't use it. And I've had it probably too long to even see if somebody would want to use it. So I'm just gonna throw that out. I think again just had it too. I've had it a long time. See what it smells like. I don't know, actually I can't smell anything really because of the COVID I had, but I'm just gonna get rid of that and throw it out. I've had it a long time and I just don't enjoy it. It's kind of that wet slime feel when you touch it. So I'm gonna throw that one out. I also have this one from e.l.f. It is one of their, I don't know what they call these, like maybe like a little mini chubby stick or something. This also is quite old. And I don't feel like the color payoff is very great. It's almost like a peachy highlight as opposed to a blush. So again, I've had this a very long time. So I'm gonna throw that out. I have this product from Fenty. It's one of their cream blushes. This is in the shade Summertime Wine. It came in a little gift set that I bought. You know what? I do love these blushes. I really love this cream blush formula. This color for me is a little deep and almost looks a little bruised on my skin. So I had another shade, I can't remember what it was, and I used it up completely. This is a great cream blush formula. This shade I'm not reaching for a ton, but it's new to my collection, so I'm gonna keep it. Maybe I'll get more use out of it in the fall. I am gonna keep both of these. These are from Smashbox. Sorry, I know this stuff looks dirty. It's not. It's just that I keep everything in these bins and a little bit of that wicker gets on everything. So anyways, these are the LA Lights Cream Stick Blushes from Smashbox. I have one that I use and then one on a backup. This is a product that I have used for years. I'm currently not really reaching for it only because I have so many cream blushes in my collection, but it's a great formula. They don't make this product anymore. So I'm gonna keep both of those because, you know, I had to hunt to find them to get them. And although I have had them a while, they still perform really well. So I'm keeping both of those. I have this from Too Faced. This is the Peach My Cheeks cream. It's a cream blush. You can see I have had it. Look how gross that is. I've had it forever. It's time to throw it out. I don't actually even want to throw it out because it's probably the oldest makeup product in my collection, but why am I keeping it? You know what I mean? But it's hard to get rid of this. I've had a couple of these over the years. I loved this. I don't think they make it anymore, so time to throw that out. It's pretty gross. I have a putty blush from e.l.f. I think this is in the shade Tahiti, although I don't think it says that anywhere on this product. These are beautiful. I really like these. I don't like the container because I like to put my cream blush on with a sponge, and I find that these, you can see, it's not very big. And their putty bronzer that I also recently got comes in this same packaging. I wish it was more of a wider, flatter container, not necessarily to have more product. I just don't enjoy trying to dip my brush in here. It seems small to me, and it's got kind of raised sides, so it gets a little hard to get in there, but I'm keeping it. I absolutely love that product. I have two of these e.l.f. I think these are called bite-sized. I think these are like I think they're called bite-sized blush duos. You have the blush and the highlight, both powder products. I think this one, I think the shade of this is a white peach, and then I have this one as well. I'm not sure what the shades are. It's hard to read on the back. They're kind of worn off and little, but I do like both of these. I don't really like the highlighters in them, but I do like the powdered blush. Both those highlighters just don't work well with my with the fairness of my skin. I feel like they're a little too deep for me, but the blushes I do like, so I'm keeping both of those. I'm not doing very well decluttering. I am keeping quite a bit of stuff. I have this that I got. It's a mini, and it's from Nude Sticks. It's a little mini cream blush. I don't reach for it. I'm just gonna, I've had it a long time actually. I think I'm probably just gonna throw that out. I have this that I got in an Ipsy. I think the brand is Sugar. And now does this say it's a mini? Oh yeah, it does say it's a mini on it, but it's actually quite a large single shadow blush. I use this all the time. I really love this powder blush. It's so pretty. It's been replaced by the bronzer that I have, but I do really like that product, so I'm keeping that. I have this from LYS. It's their higher standard cream blush, and I have it in the shade Self Love. It looks like that. It's really pretty. I really like it. You can see I've used, you can see where I've kind of dipped in there. I've used quite a bit of it. It's not my favorite cream blush, but it's definitely up there in the top, well, for sure, probably top 5, I would say, in my collection. It's really pretty. I really like it. Also, it's pretty new to my collection. I have this one from Milani. I really love this. This is in the shade, it's the powder blush, and it's in Romantic Rose. Again, I really love this. I love the shade. I love how it looks like a rose on it, but I'm not reaching for it because I feel like this shade is just too soft and light, and I like a more pronounced blush anymore. So I love this, and what I should do is just go get one of these in a deeper shade. This, I have very, very fair skin, and this barely shows up on me. So I'm gonna pass this along. Maybe somebody who likes a more subtle powder blush will get some use out of it. You can see I have used it. It's not that I haven't used it, but I just don't reach for it a ton. So I have a couple of these mini blushes from Tarte. This is the Breezy Cream Blush. This is in Peach Sunset, and this one is in Pink Sky. I really like both of these. I probably prefer Pink Sky, just it's sort of a soft pink color. You can see it there. It's quite pretty. I like that. I use that one quite a bit. And that one is the Peach Sunset. I do find that their blush formula doesn't last as well as some of my other cream blushes, but I do really like them, so I'm gonna keep that. I have this one from Milani. It's really new to my collection. It's their cream blush formula, and I have it in the shade Blushing Berry. It's a really nice formula. I really like this. This shade is hard for me because it packs such a punch. It has so much pigment. And again, I am very, very fair. So this one is a little bit hard for me to wear, but I'm keeping it. If I go in with my sponge and I go in pretty light, I can make that work for me. I have this one from Rare Beauty. I actually have quite a few in here from Rare Beauty. This is in the shade Nearly Mauve, and it's their cream blush. So it's their cream blush. It's in this little compact. You can see how much of that I've used. It's one of my favorite. And I like so they have two formulas. They have the liquids, which I'll show you next, and then they have this cream blush. I like the cream blush better than the liquid blush. I just find it easier to work with. Sorry, I didn't clean all these before I filmed. This is real life, you guys. This is what my makeup really looks like. But I do really like that. I'm just, of course, keeping it. And then also from Rare Beauty, I have these 3 here. So I have a full size in the shade Grace. Now these liquid blushes that Rare Beauty has, they come in a couple of finishes. Some of them are more matte and some of them are more dewy. It doesn't say that on here, but, and I don't know which, this one I think is maybe more dewy. And then I think maybe these are 2 of the minis. They came in a Christmas set. This one is in the shade Joy, and this one is in the shade Love. I really, really like all the Rare Beauty stuff I've tried so far. They're fantastic. I do feel like the liquid ones, these ones here, are a little bit harder to work with than the cream one in the compact. However, I really like them. I'm keeping them. I haven't had them that long. I have this product from Maybelline. It's the Cheek Heat. I think they're just like, I think they're a cream blush. Oh, gel. I think it says gel. A sheer gel cream blush. I just don't enjoy this product. I find it hard to work with, very little payoff, and just doesn't look nice on my cheeks. So, but it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm going to pass that on. Put it over here in my pass on pile. I have this one from Lila B. It's a cream blush. This is in the shade Be Sassy. I'm not using this a ton right now, just I have new things that have come into my collection that I'm using, but I really enjoy this product. If you've never felt one of these Lila B products. They are incredibly heavy. Oops, I got blush on it. That feels like a heavy rock in my hand. They're so weighted, they're so well made, but it's so tiny as well. And I think on the Sephora website, these are, I want to say $50 for these little mini. You only get 0.08 of an ounce, like it's so small. Having said that, it is a really nice product and I have used quite a bit of it. I think you can see the little dip in it there. So I'm gonna keep it, I do like it. I am of course keeping this. This is the bronzer from Bare Minerals. I have it in the shade Kiss a Pink. This is my favorite product right now. I use this every single day. And I think it's limited edition, so I am tempted to buy a backup, although do I need a backup blush? Also, keep in mind, we have all that. So I'm not, but I love that. I'm keeping it. This product from Tower 28, this is the Beach Please Cream Blush in the shade Magic Hour. Look at that thing. I have destroyed it. It is such a disaster. These two together, the Tower 28 Cream Blush I go in with first, and then I top it with the bronzer. Oh my goodness. Just my favorite combination right now for sure. I have this one. I got this in a Ipsy bag, and it's just a little mini powder blush. I'm not at all familiar with this company, but it's quite pretty. I think it's IBY is the company and Sunkissed is the blush shade. It's really pretty. I have used it a few times and I really love it. And I love this small size of it. So I'm keeping that. I'm getting rid of this one from Flower Beauty. It is the Blush Balm and I think the shade is Pinched. I'm actually throwing it out. I've had it forever. This was, you know, at one time, one of my favorite blush products in my collection. I used it a ton. There's actually not that much in there. I did have it in my project pan a little while ago, so I'm just throwing it out. It's just time for it to go. I got this recently. Did I get this? I can't remember if it was in a BoxyCharm or an Ipsy bag, but it's a stick blush, and I think the brand is Floss. It's actually quite pretty. I really like it and I've used it a few times. Yeah, I think Floss is the brand and Sandals is the shade. It's really pretty and it's new to me. It's not gonna replace my Tower 28, but I like it. And again, I've only had it a little while, so I'm gonna keep that one. I didn't do very good, you guys. We've kept almost everything. I have this one from Bite. I don't like this product. I think this is in like Margarita Melon or Watermelon Marg. I think that's the shade I have. This product is just fussy and hard to use. It's like a cream blush. I don't love it, but it's in my project pan. It was expensive. I'm trying to get my money's worth out of it. So I'm gonna keep it for now, but I don't love it. Okay, and then the last blush is a mini of the NARS in the shade Orgasm. I'm keeping it. I don't love it. I know lots of people love this, but it is a very shimmery, iridescent blush. Almost like a blush highlight combo is how I would describe this. So it's only the mini, and every once in a while I do reach for it, so I'm keeping it, but I don't love it. But I feel like everyone has to have a NARS Orgasm in their collection, don't they? So there we have it. That is what I am keeping. That's what I'm gonna clean up and pass along. Spread those out a little bit so you can see them better. And these ones here are going in the garbage, just too old to pass along. So I forgot I also have this new blush from Patrick Ta that I got in the shade She's Seductive. So yeah, that's new to my collection. You can see I've hardly even used it. I've only just had it maybe a week or two. I'm loving it so far. It is beautiful. I love that shade, and look at this embossing on it. So pretty. So anyways, I forgot to mention that when I was doing my blushes. This is new to me. I'm keeping this. Okay, here are my highlighters and bronzers. Again, not including all of that. So what is happening here? We need to really go through this stuff. Okay, let's start. I guess let's start at the back. I have this one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is a loose highlighter in the shade Vegas. It is probably too deep a color for me. That's the product there. It is gold, essentially. It's a gold color. You know what? It's probably a product that's going to end up getting passed along because I can't use it as a highlighter. It's too much for my very, very fair skin. And I do think, I probably know a couple ladies that have a deeper skin tone that would look gorgeous on, but I want to keep it for now because I've only had it a few weeks and maybe try it as an eyeshadow, or I'm not sure, but I've only just barely tried it. So I want to keep it for now. And then I have this powder bronzer from e.l.f. Oh my goodness, you guys, I forgot. I have a couple more. I forgot I have those two massive products sitting off to the side. Okay, let's do this one. This is a primer infused bronzer from e.l.f. It's really nice. I don't reach for it, but I'm gonna keep it because if I did want to use a powder bronzer, it's a nice one. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm also gonna keep this one from Drunk Elephant. It's actually in my project pan right now. It's great. I would never just get rid of this product. It's so versatile for me. You can use it as a cream bronzer, but you can also add it into your body lotion and it gives a beautiful bronze to the skin. So I'm going to keep it in my project pan for now, but I'll probably actually use it, like move it to my bathroom and mix it in with my lotions and stuff because I love to use it like that as well. This right now is my favorite bronzing product. I got this in a BoxyCharm. It's from Iconic London, and it's a liquid bronzer. I'm reaching for this every single day. I absolutely love it. Oh, you guys, what to do with this? This is from Marc Jacobs. It is in the shade Guilty, and it's like an all-over glazy, bronzy, highlighty product. Let me open this up and show you. I bought it because I just loved the packaging. It's probably a makeup regret for me, but also I love it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. Keeping it for now. I'm gonna keep this one from Charlotte Tilbury too. It's pretty new to me. It's the airbrush bronzer in the shade 2 medium. I love this product. It's probably, out of all of my powder bronzers, this one's probably my favorite. So I'm keeping that. I have this one from Pretty Vulgar. It is the Shimmering Swan Glow Up Highlighter. I just don't reach for it, and I got it in a BoxyCharm, I want to say like almost a couple of years ago, so I'll maybe clean that up and pass it along. Maybe somebody will get some use out of it. I have this from Fenty Beauty. It is in the shade Trophy Wife. Look at that. That is gorgeous, but I am never gonna reach for it, so that is way too golden for me, but it's beautiful. I'm gonna clean that up, pass it along. I've got this one from Say. I don't at all like this product. I know I've talked about it a ton. It's just a little mini. I don't know what this product is for. Honestly, I cannot figure it out. You're supposed to be able to use it as sort of a primer. It doesn't do anything when I use it like that. I can't use it on top as a highlighter. I'm gonna pass that one along because I just am not getting any use out of it. I have this one from Hourglass. It is a highlighting stick. It's really pretty. It was in my project pan and I did get some use out of it. I have had it a while, but there's nothing wrong with it and it works really well and I do really enjoy it. So I'm gonna keep that. I have these from Charlotte Tilbury. So this is the Hollywood Flawless Filter. And I use this as a cream highlighter. I have this little mini one in the shade 2 Fair, and I have almost used all of that up. I maybe have 1 or 2 more uses. I'm so excited. And so I do have this full-size one that I bought. Now I couldn't get the same shade. The full size comes in too light, so I'm keeping both of those, of course. This is massive. Like this little mini one, I bet you I got 6 months out of it. So what I should have done was just buy another mini, but I didn't. I bought the full size. I have a mini of the strobe cream from MAC. I use this as a cream highlighter. I really enjoy this product. It's pretty new to me, so I'm gonna keep that. I am gonna pass along, well, Actually, you know what? I've had this a very long time. This is from Cover Effects. It's the Custom Enhancer Drops, and this is in the shade Blossom. I never really used this, to be honest. I'm just gonna throw this out, you guys. I've had this many years. Like, I wouldn't even know how many years. That's how long I've had it. So let's start our little throw it out pile. It's a beautiful cream highlight, and there was a time when these Custom Enhancer Drops were my favorite. But yeah, that shade was, I never really liked that shade. The one I really liked was this one in Moonlight. I absolutely love this. I'm gonna keep it, even though I don't want to tell you how old it is. It's very old. I'm going to keep it. It's one of my, for a long time, top products. So let's keep that one. I never reach for this butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. It's the smell for me. This is in the shade Sun-Kissed Bronze, I think it says. I know lots of people love these. There's nothing wrong with the formula. The product works really well. You can see I have used it, but it just stinks. And that smell never goes away. I've had this product for a little bit and it still stinks. I'm gonna clean that up, see if somebody can get some use out of it. What else do we have over here? I have these glitter drops from Cover Effects. They are just glitter. Full on glitter. Do you know what? I'm gonna keep them only because I can't pass it along to somebody else. I've had it too long, and I wanna see if I can use that maybe as a topper for an eyeshadow look. That might be super pretty. But yeah, it's just full glitter. It's full glitter. I'm gonna get rid of this one. It's from Revolution Beauty, and it's a liquid highlighter. I don't think you can even get this anymore. I don't even remember where I got this from to begin with, but look how old it is. Like, I've just had it forever. I'm just gonna throw that out. I have this bronze. It's not that old. It's from Shop Miss A, but I don't reach for it. It's a very, very shimmery bronze. I don't know if you can see that. Like, it's very shimmery. And I've only used it a couple of times. So let's clean that up. See if we can pass that on to somebody. I have this one from Laura Geller. It is the Gilded Honey Baked Gelato Swirl. It's pretty. It's just, I prefer more of an icy, almost white highlight. And I feel like this is very, very golden. And also, I've had it forever. So I think it's just time to throw that product out. I have an e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. I think I have it in Tan Lines. I think is the shade, does it say? Oh yeah, Tan Lines. I've only had this maybe a month. It's really pretty. I'm really enjoying it, so I'm keeping that. I have this highlight from Shop Miss A. It is like a cream highlight and it does nothing. So yeah, well, I'll see. Maybe somebody will use it. I have one of the ColourPop Super Shock highlighters. This is in Lunch Money. I love this. Quite a few months, this was the only cream highlighter I was reaching for, so I'm gonna keep that. I'm also gonna keep this liquid highlight from Rare Beauty. It's very pretty. I have it in Enchant. I really love this product, so keeping that. I actually haven't had it that long either. What else do we have here? Oh, I have a stick highlight from Fenty Beauty. This is in the shade Blonde. I'm gonna pass this on. It's very much like the powder one I have. It is gold, and that just doesn't work for me. So, and I don't even think I've ever used it. Like, look at that. It looks brand new. I have had it a little bit, but maybe someone can get some use out of it. Pass that one along. This Dandelion Twinkle highlight, it's a powder highlight from Benefit. I've had it, it's just the mini. I've had it so long that I used it up, I scraped it, I repressed it, and you can see I've even hit the bottom of it even now. So it's, you know what, it's just time to let it go. Had it a very long time. Okay, a couple more I know I'm keeping for sure is this cream bronzer from Fenty. I have it in Butter Biscuit. It's one of my absolute favorite cream bronzers. The shade of this, I talked about it in one of my perfect makeup videos that I did recently. I'll link that one if you want to check it out. But the undertone of this is probably the best fit out of all the bronzers I have, so I'm keeping that. Another one I know I'm keeping for sure is this highlight. It's by Makeup by Mario, and it's in Pearl. I don't love it. It's so soft and subtle, but I'm keeping it. It's new to me. And I do reach for it. I feel like I have to, you know, get a little bit, I have to use a little bit of setting spray on my face first before I can get this to work. But it's new. I haven't had it that long, so I am going to keep it, but it is incredibly subtle. I have these two mini Marc Jacobs cream highlights. I just don't reach for these. This one that I've used more, I'll probably just throw out. This one I'll clean up and pass along. Again, there's nothing wrong with them. I just don't reach for them, and I have had them quite a while. This cream bronzer from Soul Body, which is a ColourPop brand, I'm going to keep. It is a face and body bronzing balm in the shade Light. I really love it. I use it all the time, so I'm keeping that. I have a mini of the Hoola from Benefit. I bought this little mini set. I would have showed you in with the blushes. I really love this bronzer. It's very, very nice. So I'm keeping that one. And again, just a mini, which I love. Okay guys, just a few more here. Bear with me. I have this product from Ciate London. It is the Confetti Highlighter in the shade Confetti. It looks like that. Let me show you what it looks like. It's so pretty. I don't know if I can get it where you can, oh there maybe. It's quite golden, and as I've said, I'm so fair. I feel like these highlighters are hard for me to use. The product inside, I've hardly touched. I've maybe used it a handful of times, so I'll wipe this all up and get it looking shiny and new and pass that on to a friend. I have these three little mini ones from Becca that I bought. It was a holiday set. I have the shade. So the shades are Rose Quartz. Get that under better light so you can see. Rose Quartz, I'm gonna keep that one. This one is Champagne Pop. I'm actually gonna keep all three of these. And this one is in Shimmering Skin, I guess. Probably Shimmering Skin is the best one for me, but again, I just bought these three at Christmas time, so I'm gonna keep all three of those. I don't reach for them a ton because I don't wear a ton of powder highlight, but there's nothing wrong with them. This cream bronzer I have from Tarte in the shade Seychelles. I love it. I just heard another lady on here talking about how glad she was she didn't pick this up. Honestly, I reach for this all the time. It's just a mini and I love it. It blends so easy. And yeah, you know what? It looks a little orangey when I swatch it, but I don't feel like it is on my face. Oh, another Becca highlighter I have in Prosecco Pop. I have the full size of this. You can see I've used a lot of it. It is the Becca highlighter formula, I think, is cult classic for a reason. It's a great product. I really like this highlighter, and it's too old and well used. Like, look at this thing. So I'm gonna keep it. I have a mini of the Natasha Denona Bronze and Glow. I have had this quite a while. I don't reach for it a ton. The pans are just small and kind of fussy to use, and look at it. Like, it's a disaster. Maybe I'll clean it up and try to entice myself to use it a bit more. It's pretty. It's a bronzer, powder bronzer and highlighter. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't reach for it. I just don't reach for it. So I find it's almost too mini. You guys know I love a mini, but. And then I have this trio from RCMA. They are stick highlighters. So I think we can clearly see what shade works for me and what doesn't. This is in Bourbon. It's a goldy color. I'm gonna pass that along. This is in Rose or Rosé. Yeah, I am gonna pass that one on too. I'm never gonna use those. And then this is in Champagne. It actually is in my project pan right now. So gungy, but it is a really nice stick highlighter and I do use it all the time. So I'm gonna keep that one, but I'll pass these two on to someone else. Well, I feel like we did better with our bronzer and highlighters than we did with our blushes. So those are the ones I'm keeping. These ones are the ones that just need to go in the garbage. Those ones there, I've just had them way too long. And then quite a few to pass on to friends and family. So, and I feel like if I pull them out here so you can see them, I feel like some great products to clean up and see if somebody can get some use out of them. So there we go, you guys, blush, bronzers and highlighters done. So good for us. We did pretty good. So there we go, all of my blush, bronzers, and highlighters decluttered. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you would subscribe, that would be amazing, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, everyone.